clubs playing very well right now. Two teams that desperately need a win.
Tonight is huge for these two, and a winnable game on the schedule for either side. So whoever wins tonight will feel a lot better about themselves.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Here's Lillard. The shot comes out, so the Thunder will take it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. The kick out to Williams. Grant the pass to Nurkic. Back to Grant. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame, assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Saric to the inside and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Pull up Shea. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thibault was the college defensive player of the year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
Here is Lillard following Lou Dort's 3. Simons the pass to Lillard. A fadeaway. Dort grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
First team foul.
Lillard outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization, both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
All right, David, thanks.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
That shot wide open.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
Saric just screen on Lillard for 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Here's Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard surveying the D. Over to the left wing. Nurkic. Saric grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 12. To the middle. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And this is Lillard at his best, sending up a confident shot from the arc like he just knows it's good.
The pass to Holmgren, 13 feet away. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Williams is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Holmgren in at the 5. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Holmgren. And a beautiful crossover there.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. Simons with the ball. Misses the 3.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Lillard dishes to Grant. And Simons has it in the corner. Nurkic finds Lillard. Bible on the wing. Clock at 4. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is. And he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. And it's Lillard missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what... And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Williams looking over the floor. Passes it to Dort. The kick out to Williams. Hands it from downtown. Williams has got 9.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Lillard way outside. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight, and Lillard kicks to Grant. Nurkic trying to get open. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range, and how about the confidence on that jumper?
Williams dishes to Sharp. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Oklahoma City finding a fifth.
Your Thunder, 38. Trailblazers, 23.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then it's Cameron Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the second free throw, good. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Sharp, the pass to Little. Here's Sharp. Oh, he misses the dunk. Higgins outside. Here's Williams. Takes it off the glass. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Johnson dishes to Little. Johnson, the pass to Eubanks. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Reddish the pass to Eubanks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Johnson. Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. The wide open shot by Little from outside off the mark. The Thunder leading by 15. Wiggins with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Inside, here's Robinson Earl. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Reads the defense perfectly right there. Pretty dime by Josh Giddey.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Down low. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Giddey against Johnson. Here's Robinson Earl. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Wiggins passes to Robinson Earl. Tries it from the top of the key. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Johnson from outside. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Portland with the timeout.
The young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big thing from that group.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Back to Giddey. There's a minute left to play in the third. Shoots. And again, it's the Trail Blazers missing. Here's Joe. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Long range from the inbound. Up top, Giddey. Tries again. Offensive rebound. Robinson Earl, the pass to Giddey. Over Johnson. Here's Robinson Earl. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
He hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Out to the wing. Here's Reddish. Off target with his 3. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Wow, Gilgeous-Alexander putting in the time to become a big-time threat with big-time range.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Holmgren is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Williams at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Saric, a screen on Lillard. Floats it up for Saric.
Well, because of his size and skill combination, Dario Saric at pick and roll is so dangerous.
From deep, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter. The Thunder leading by 23. It's Dort on the wing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City gets it back. Saric has the open look. Off target from the baseline. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target with the open look.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Simons. He kicks it to Grant from about 16. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren can't hit.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
And it's Lillard missing. The Thunder leading by 22. From deep three-point range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Lillard from outside drops in the tray. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent.
It goes down!
No, he didn't!
Yeah.
No, he didn't!
Down! Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chet Holmgren.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Charge just screen on Lillard. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he's way off from outside. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Damian Lillard, third personal foul, second team foul.
And he makes the first.
This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Anthony Simons, first personal foul, third team foul.
Free throw good. George.
What you love about Lou Dort is this guy seizes an opportunity early in his career. He is always searching for ways to improve, and we know what a force he can be on the defensive end.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 20. 7 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not this time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Qualifiers tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Taurean Prince is out there with Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Prince down low, Dort defending. Back to Daniels, pass to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Shot's good by Saric.
Now that's confident. Saric says, in Dario, I trust.
To the wing on the left. Towns against Saric. And it's powered home by Towns.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he converts the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
And I like what the defense was thinking, but Gilgeous-Alexander just outworks them and gets his shot.
Here's Prince. Misses the 3. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Dort with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's McDaniels. It's a 10-point game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And rejected. Dort against Edwards. And it's Dort off the drive. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 9. Just 5 to shoot. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's McDaniels on the wing. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Saric, a screen on Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Towns down low. Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gobert with a block. Here's Holmgren, covered by Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Saric a screen. Pass to Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Dort, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Towns for 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Goes back up. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, left side. Into the lane. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Thunder.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Dario Saric is out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
For your Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after.
The previous play is under review.
Doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Give a big hand to your Thunder girls dance team.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Prince. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, no good. Thunder with a lead. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. And Minnesota calls time here.
Timberwolves timeout call. It's time for teachers. Party time. Here are your Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And it's Holmgren missing. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Dort against Edwards. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Saric. Rebound Minnesota. Right side McDaniels. Pass to Towns.
Well, one thing.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Pass to Saric. Now Dort. Back to Saric. Dort outside. Here's Holmgren. 4 on the clock. And it's Williams off the drive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And for Minnesota, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Out to the wing. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple of years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
Again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. That one's good. This game is all even. Gobert's gotten 4 this quarter.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Pass to Holmgren. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Holmgren's got 5 points. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Now here's McDaniels. Gobert inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him. For Oklahoma City, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Saric. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball. And the Thunder shooting 40% so far in this one. Dort for 3. Here's Holmgren. There's a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a fellow who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Towns finds Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Saric, a screen on McDaniels. The kick out to Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far.
24, the Timberwolves, 20.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Kyle Anderson, Mike Conley out there with Jalen Noel. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Reed in at the 5. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Giddey passes to Williams, and there it is for him. Williams has gotten his first basket of the night.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
In his rookie season, Grant, Giddey opened up a lot of eyes, certainly with his playmaking, but also with his rebounding.
Oh, B.A., he averaged almost 8 boards a game, playing around 30 minutes a night. His toughness and willingness to mix it up inside have been a welcome addition to this team. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Joe played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Offensive rebound. Here's Reed, and he banks in the layup. Reed's gotten his first points in this one.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
To the left side wing. Back to Giddey. Pass to Wiggins. To the middle. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Robinson Earl. He takes it in, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
For the lead. The Thunder with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Joe. Pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Conley. Doesn't go that time, and it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Anderson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Anderson's got 5 now.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A line change here for Oklahoma City. Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Minnesota calls time here. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Prince is checked in for Noel. And it's Edwards in for Rivers. Here's Dort. And the layup is good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Edwards. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with it. Saric a screen. And it's Dort off the drive. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Holmgren, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
It's good on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, beautiful tip in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander to the left wing. Tipped away. And the Thunder call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Obviously, a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Holmgren is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Edwards finds Gobert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Oh, that's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Outside, Williams. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Over to the left wing, and stolen by Williams. It's intercepted. Left side McDaniels, pass to Towns. The Thunder pull it in.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Williams passes to Dort. Back to Williams. Saric with it. Outside, Williams. Here's Saric. And Saric throws it down.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Saric away from the basket.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Minnesota calls time here.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
Timeout for Oklahoma City.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Dort, a screen on McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Over to the wing. Here's Towns. Got a piece of it. Saric with it. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And that's an intentional foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dort's got 10 points here in the second half.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Edwards. That one is off. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Dort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has 1 or 2 of those guys like him.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Thunder.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander, 5 to shoot. Dort outside, and stolen by Edwards. Here we go, 1-on-1. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Lou Dort picks one up.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Good on both. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Holmgren. Gobert, no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Spins. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Edwards against Dort. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Even early on in the...
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Taurean Prince is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
At the arc, Lillard can make any shot work. His accuracy is astounding.
From deep, the Trailblazers with a new shot clock. From outside the arc, he can't get that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
Reverses. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Now here's Simons. Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 6 points. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And a deep three from Lillard. They get it back.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Shoots over McDaniel. Thibault finds Simons. 4 on the clock over Edwards. And it's Simons missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range. You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here is Lillard. He's got 6 with the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Deep. Portland, no good that time either.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard up top. McDaniels defending. Simons kicks to Lillard. Grant outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Grant slams it home.
It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
Back to Edwards. Right side, Towns.
Blocking foul called on Jeremy Grant. First personal foul.
.27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Edwards finds McDaniel. Misses the layup. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Leading by 5. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Portland foul. Jeremy.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul.
And the first one.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Back to Lillard. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks. Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Back to Simons. Into the lane, and he slams it one-handed.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Edwards looking it over. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Portland leading by 3. Grant with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Grant's got his second basket of the game. Outside, Edwards. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Kevin Knox is checked in for Grant.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Knox on the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McDaniels passes to Prince. Back to McDaniels. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good use of power by Rudy, getting the shot in the air despite the foul.
Shooting for Minnesota.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And Portland making a change here. Watford's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. Here's Watford.
2 minutes remaining.
Bible on the wing.
2 minutes.
Inside. Here's Nurkic. Rebound, Minnesota. 1:51 left in the second quarter. McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. Good, and the assist goes to town. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Simons against Edwards. Here's Thibault. Now the feed to Nurkic. Back to Thibault. Pass to Lillard. Takes a 3. Portland again missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Playing with good instincts. Nikhil making those around him better.
Now Lillard. He's got 8. The pass to Simons. To the wing on the left. Thibault for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A seasoned vet, Rudy Gobert, a double-double machine.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. No good on the 2nd free throw.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your Trailblazers, 26. The Timberwolves, 31.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
We've got Johnson, Little out there with Reddish. Then it's Sharp, and it's Eubanks in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Back to Johnson. Passes it to Sharp. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 5. Noel passes to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Six on the shot clock. And here's Anderson for 3. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Trailblazers. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward, shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And Conley, because of his quickness and wingspan, he plays bigger than his size.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Sharp. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Johnson. And he uses the glass on the way.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Timberwolves ball.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Here's Reed. The Blazers getting the bucket. The kick out to Anderson. It's stolen by Reddish. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Little. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal
And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Now, here's Reed. And that one is hammered home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for Portland, Drew Eubanks.
He hits both from the stripe. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Conley against Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The kick out to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Reed gets the bucket.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Reddish the pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Johnson the pass to Sharp for the lead. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Conley penetrating. His first shot coming late. And too long on the shot.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Eubanks. No good that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the inside. Here's Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Keon Johnson.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Trailblazers trail by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got 5. To the middle. Here's Reed. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Torian Prince is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. Back to Lillard. To tie it up. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time when you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
Prince misses. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Nurkic kicks to Lillard to take the lead. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry. But it can go the other way as well.
Pass to Prince from the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard, right side, stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns, finished off the break. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Now, here's Grant. And the pass to Nurkic. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Nice shot by Gobert.
This could be a big night for Rudy. He's showing great focus on the offensive end so far.
Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And there's the drive. And stolen by Thibault. Simons with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Simons kicks to Lillard. Shoots a fader. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Towns dishes to McDaniels. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Grant. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. This is it to Nurkic. And to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now, here's Lillard. To the inside. Towns with the steal. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Lillard with it. McDaniels defended. Back to Lillard. There's the pick. To end the run, takes it inside. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on time. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball in. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Pocket 6. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Back to McDaniel. Over Thibault. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
It is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels he's put the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Reddish, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Yusuf Nurkic. Second personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
For the Timberwolves.
You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Team foul.
So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's money from deep.
Everyone in the building knew Lillard was taking that shot. A big-time performer.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First personal foul. Penalty. Shooting from
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those three.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 6. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith.
team's really in need of a win tonight, Brent. It's been a struggle for both sides lately.
Yeah, on paper, not the best matchup that we've been able to call this year, BA, but one of these teams is going to get themselves out of hibernation, and who knows, might turn into a 4 or 5 game win streak.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Dario Saric is out there with Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the small forward position.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Saric gets to the rim.
Now Dort. There's the drive. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
And Dort just keeps getting better. This is a guy who comes at you with some tenacity.
So you talk about Lou Dort. What has he done to become more comfortable?
Well, I think the challenge was there in front of him, BA. He had that playoff appearance where he was unguarded, and he's proving not to other people but to himself that he's capable of knocking down shots from that kind of range.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Here's Simons. Dort with a steal. To the inside. Holmgren. Outside for Dort. From deep. Nails it from 3. Dort's got his second basket on the night.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Saric. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Simons. Pass to Holmgren. 3 on the clock. And it's good on the lay-in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Well, last season for the Thunder, Brent, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
Get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, BA. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Dort. Give him 8 points now.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Saric. Shoots over Grant. And that one comes up a bit short. And here's Portland. Down by 12. Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Thibault. Off the mark there with a 3. The Thunder have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. And here's Saric. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Thibault. Williams misses. So it's Portland now. 15-point game. Thibault, that's good. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Williams up top. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's good.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
Now Portland with it. From deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the ball out of play. Trailblazers will have it.
Blazers ball.
Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Lillard's got 6.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for the Thunder. 8-point.
Fans, your Trailblazers youth dance team. Hey, fans, get up and move.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Holmgren is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Williams in at the 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
Simons against Dort. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Pass to Saric. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter. And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. Talk about 2 guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 17 points.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the big jump. And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another one in that long line of Kentucky Wildcats coming into the NBA that has carved out a pretty nice career so far in the league.
Timeout called. Portland.
Trailblazers timeout. It's time to make some noise for a t-shirt toss. Who wants one? Time to get loud for your Blazer dancers. Big thanks to your Blazer dancers.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. It has been fantastic watching Gilgeous-Alexander continue to improve.
And I love B.A. also, along with his improvement, what we've seen in terms of his leadership and responsibility to this team. He shows a very strong work ethic, and this is why a lot of people are still excited about his growth and progress.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Portland. Pass to Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Dort finds Williams. From the paint. The shot by Dort, no good. Portland trailing here. Now here's Lillard from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
And he lays it up and in. Lillard's got 21 points in the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Holmgren. And that one is hammered home.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And there's Saric on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Lillard. That shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the half. Outside for Dort. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Grant.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Simons. Uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got his first points of the game.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one up.
Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. With 4 on the clock. And he makes it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
And so it's Oklahoma City.
With the score, your Trailblazers 27, the Thunder 38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Oh, defense did not see that coming as Giddey goes for the jam. And it did not take long for Josh Giddey to find a place in this league as a taller point guard with incredible vision. This guy does a little bit of everything on the floor.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Giddey into the lane. Out to the right wing. Here's Joe. No good from outside. As for Giddey's quick start at the NBA, he recorded his first triple-double at age 19, Brent.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. The youngest player ever to get a triple-double in this league. This is the kind of guy who just makes passes that other players don't even see or even think about. So his instincts, they're off the chart. Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy ready to explode.
And Lillard over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Giddey. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Thibault finds Grant.
Jeremy Grant came into the league as a defensive specialist, just really long and gangly, but after leaving Philly, he thrived as a role player on both the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets.
And for Grant, in 2020, he wanted the opportunity to finally be the focal point on offense.
And BA, he got that chance. He averaged 10.5 points in his first 6 seasons, and then he jacked that number up to over 22 points a game in his debut season with Detroit. I guarantee you the Blazers are looking for that kind of production alongside Dame Lillard.
Now here's Giddey.
Let's hear it for your Trailblazers D.
The kick out to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Robinson Earl. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 25. Second chance effort. Here's Grant driving inside, tips it, it's good on the putback. Nurkic just got his first points of the night.
Such a big body down there, Nurkic battling.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
First personal foul.
The use of Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players.
Yeah, BA, and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Who'd like a free t-shirt tonight?
Dort against Simons.
To your Blazers.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. And he can't get that one. And Oklahoma City will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Holmgren. Releases. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Lillard with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Lillard passes to Thibault. Here's Nurkic. Outside for Grant. Pass to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Here's Nurkic. Grant with it. Down low. Goes up again. That shot missing. Šarić with some nice D. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simons. Outside for Dort. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Ooh, poked away. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Third team foul.
Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.
And if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA up there getting that flush to go.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. That one falls. Šarić has got 6.
Šarić, one of those guys with size, a combination of a deft touch, and in close, he's effective.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Thunderball starts the second half.
29 seconds left in the third.
Blazers D.
Dort outside. Šarić a screen. Pass to Holmgren. Grant with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. with 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Dario Saric is out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. The quick look, no good that time. Dort against Nurkic. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Lillard can't get that one to fall. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Thybulle picks him up. To the middle. It's stolen by Nurkic. Thybulle passes to Grant. To the wing, right side. Lillard finds Thybulle. Good on the shot. And Oklahoma City shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Saric, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
More and more promise here as a jump shooter as Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid three-point shot.
Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Simons against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. And here's Dort. Second shot opportunity. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Saric. And that one's good. Lillard.
Top-notch ball handling skills. That's just one of the things separating Lillard from most other point guards.
Dort for 3. Thybulle with the board. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons against Dort. Simons passes to Thybulle. And it's all from three-point range. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Thunder.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Here's Lillard. Thybulle on the wing. No luck on that one. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Dort with it, now guarded by Simons. That three's off the mark. Going inside. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The shot by Lillard, no good. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Thunderball.
Feet out. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. There's Simons with a three. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And an intentional foul right there.
Damian Lillard. Second personal foul.
That one misses.
Second team foul. At the line for the Thunder.
And the second free throw is good. Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. All right, guys, what's your take?
Too little, too late. Making the change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And few players can be that accurate with a pass from that distance.
And then that authoritative with the finish.
That is true.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Charge is out there with Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Dort with the ball. Working on McDaniels. And slam dunk by Charge.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy.
Oh!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Passes to McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. Feeds to Gobert. Holmgren with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Pass to Holmgren. Stolen by McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dort against Edwards. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in. Count for the basket.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Clearly a foul.
The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Doris, in your opinion, how does Luke Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those three are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Lou Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes. Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Kept alive, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Let me hear you get up for your Timberwolves.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. Towns the pass to Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Prince. And that one's good. Towns.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Catrick here. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Fires from 14. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making the mid-range look effortless right there. There is no doubt this guy is a 3-level scorer.
Towns kicks to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Oklahoma City moving it around. With the drive, uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now the pass to Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Williams is out there with Sharp. And it's Holmgren in its center, locking down the middle.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran, someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guy.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points for Anthony Edwards.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
The Thunder leading by 6. Over in the corner, Dort. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Edwards looking it over. Prince finds Towns. Shoots. The shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Williams passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Who won the t-shirt? Give it up for your Timberwolves.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 10. Passes it to Towns. And he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's guarded by Williams. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high. So long, so athletic, Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. Prince in the corner. Outside, Towns. And he lays it straight in. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint, that's good.
Sharch with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Gilgeous-Alexander with him. Working on McDaniels.
This guy's showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
There's the feed to Gobert. Holmgren with the steal. Out in his own on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Prince up top, defended by Dort. Prince dishes to Gobert.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And it's good, 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Stolen by McDaniels. And Gobert kicks to Prince. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Here's Holmgren. And he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Edwards with it. 7 points in the game. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break.
26. The Thunder, 39.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
They've got Reed. Conley out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Williams.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6, and he sinks the second. Second half rolling along now, about a minute play here. Here's Conley, and stolen by Wiggins. For Oklahoma City, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And that one falls for Williams. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Trains it from beyond the arc. Giddey's got himself on the board with 3 there. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Throws it up high. And he jams it with authority.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Conley feeling it out. Will it go? It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Wiggins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Joe. Pass to Giddey. Fires top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joe. That shot off. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They're scoreless since the first half. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
McDaniels kicks to Prince. Now, here's McDaniels. Defense is right there, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McDaniels got 5 now.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. Wiggins outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Out left to the wing. Here's Joe. The shot will not fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spent so much time right around the cup. Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
With the putback, and it's Towns on the follow. He's got 10.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Here's Joe, inside, Towns with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Powered down as the whistle blows, a 3-point play chance.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley subbed in for Edwards.
Ooh, the burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
And both free throws good for Prince.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
From deep three-point range, and so it's Oklahoma City feeling good about their 17-point lead heading in. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Thunder leading by 17. Taking a look at the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Holmgren is out there with Sharch, and it's Williams at the small forward.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Conley the pass to Reed. And here's Anderson for three. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Back to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30.
How about the confidence from three-point range by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Boy, if he likes the look, he will knock it down.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Another shot. Gobert, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
The shot by Sharch, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Alexander Walker. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Timberwolves call time here.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers. It's time for t-shirts. Get loud if you need a free t-shirt, fans.
The Thunder leading by 22.
Are your Minnesota Timberwolves?
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The kick out to Towns. Shot to stop the run. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. The kick out to Towns. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Dort. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Pass to Dort. Over Edwards. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here he goes. And that one drops. Alexander Walker's got his first basket of the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Here's Sharge. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Dort wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And finished off by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Edwards.
I think what you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Daniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Mike Conley.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Oklahoma City.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
From deep, Prince. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team
you got for us? And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Now here's Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. On the take. That shot off. Good D by Gobert. And here's Minnesota now. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Here's Simons after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Thibault with it. Towns covering. Tipped. About a minute into this first quarter. Grant against McDaniels. Here's Thibault. Takes it inside to the paint. Here's Prince. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the rewards you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now here's Simons. Thibault passes to Simons. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Left side Edwards. They get it again. Pass to Prince. McDaniels with it. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Lillard with the bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Towns a screen on Lillard. The open shot by Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
And there's the lob. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Towns. It's not going to go for him, and it's Portland the other way. Here's Grant, and there's the drive. Here's Thibault. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Gobert passes to Towns. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Grant's shot is off.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Inside. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Lillard fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. It's Edwards with a drive. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert, defended by Nurkic. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Lillard passes to Simons. Over Edwards. On the wing, Simons. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Lillard. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. The shot. And there's Towns on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 4 assists in the game.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3. Portland trailing here. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Towns passes to Edwards, to the inside, and the basket by Gobert.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
The 3, here's Lillard, buries it from 3. Lillard's got 9.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Down low. And stolen by Edwards. It's tipped. Nurkic with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Grant controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, I tell you, I think Grant's athleticism was what allowed him to win out there.
Pass to Towns. And here's McDaniels. Back to Towns. The crossover. Here's Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Here's Lillard, and he drives in. Again, the Trailblazers, good for 2.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Up top, Edwards, covered by Thibault. Right side, McDaniels. Pass to Gobert, back to Daniels. And the shot no good, a bit short.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Nurkic against Towns. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. There's Simons with a 3. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Simons got 5 points.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
McDaniels, that's good.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Grant. Back to Lillard. And the Lillard.
All the way up. Mercy. Lillard throwing it down.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Inside, Gobert passes to Towns. And Gobert with the stuff.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Simons outside. Grant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Simons. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Prince. Here he goes. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
The drive by Simons.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
To the left side wing. Towns passes to Gobert. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting.
Free throw good. Lillard.
A guy that's been overlooked at nearly every level. I admire Lillard's ability to use outside noise as fuel to his fire.
Pass to Simons from downtown. Edwards pulls it in.
Damian Lillard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls to Towns.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
Outside, Anderson. Out to the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 3. All right, Allie's ready to... Thanks, Allie. After
25.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Naz Reid, Jalen Noel out there with Mike Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Anderson in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
It looked like that was going to be a flop, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Here's Sharp, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
To the paint. A slam dunk by Reid.
Tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Eubanks. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Johnson, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Now Conley. Floats one. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Sharp. Anderson covers. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And the free throw, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Got a hand on it. And Portland's shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Sharp. Outside Johnson. No good on the triple. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. To the middle. A slam dunk by Reed.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Oh, there's the alley. A slam dunk by Reed.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Reed brings the double. Pass to Eubanks. And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, BA, that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Noel. The kick out to Conley. And they converted last on attempt number 3.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
It's Little on the wing. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Portland, Nasir Little. At the line for
that one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Conley against Johnson. Up top, Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. And they get it back. Left side, Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Sharp. He's got 6. The shot no good. 29 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Alexander Walker. Kept alive. The kick out to Conley. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Reed. And another shot. It's deflected.
Minnesota foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul. 14 foul.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep, Johnson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Here's Brent. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drives to the hoop, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it.
And you know the defense is going to think twice about giving him even an inch of space the next time.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Back to Edwards. A shot from the high post. Outside McDaniels. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Grant. Pass to Simons. Back to Grant. Now Lillard. Grant with a screen on Gobert. Shot clock at 6. And Grant gets it to go.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear of going to the rim or going into a shot.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People will worry that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game." Bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Lillard passes to Simons. From deep three-point range, and Damian Lillard gets a 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Lillard against McDaniels. Grant the pass to Simons. With the drive, they get it back. Lillard outside. Grant outside. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Brent's on the attack. And he jams it home with authority.
Brent's a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lillard can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Simons.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The 3. And it's Lillard. That time on the assist by Simons. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Picked it out of midair. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Grant. Here's Gobert. No one near him. Prince with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Here's McDaniels. And he makes it on the layup. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Simons finds Lillard. Back to Simons. From behind the arc. Portland again missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Out left to the wing. Back to Daniels. Nurkic against Towns. That one off the back iron and out. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Portland again missing. Edwards against Thibault. Thibault with a steal. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, here's Lillard. And it's Gobert with a rebound. So it's Minnesota now. 8-point game. Prince. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. It's stolen by Thibault. Misses the shot. And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.